Alrighty. Hi! I know I'm not in Korea, but welcome to my story time. I hope you have something to drink or snack on. I hope you have a warm blanket or some PJs on. And we're gonna jump right in. At this point in my trip, I basically skipped a good 3 or 4 days where I just completely didn't film. I didn't bring my camera anywhere. I didn't touch my camera. I really wanted to just take that time to focus on family, and I think that the memories that stand out the most happened off camera. Let's get started. It's 12:36 a.m. So at this point, we pretty much extended the last few days of our trip to do something, which is basically episode 5. On this day, I had a Korean class, and I started my morning out with Korean.
선생님이세요. 자, 여러분, so please check number 3 and number 4. Okay, so at the end of the questions, instead of 어요, 아요, we speak 세요, 세요, and 네, right?
After Korean, I basically was left on my own. Both my grandma and aunts went out, but I referred to as a self-care day. Got their hair done, they were all pampered. Around 12 p.m. is when I finished my Korean class, and I texted my grandma and some of my aunts. I went to the convenience store downstairs and I grabbed myself a, let me just show you. I get a text back, and she texted me saying, "This is our location, meet us in 20 minutes. 20 minutes turned into now, and I'm like, what? Basically, I was given the biggest task: get my lazy butt from my hotel to a restaurant that was a 20-minute walk away. Keep in mind, Google Maps doesn't work in other countries. It basically just says there's like an error, it cannot load the page. I was like, okay, so easy, just take a taxi or take a bus or the subway, you know, get there. They gave me an address. I typed it in on Google, I saw where it was on the map, and I said, oh, okay, not bad. Everything's in Korean. I couldn't get a taxi, I couldn't take the bus, I didn't know how, I didn't know how to read the subways. I'd probably like get lost and end up like across the country, probably. My best bet was to walk. I'd throw on an outfit. I'm like, oh, I could really put on some makeup because I look like death, literal death. I'm about to put on makeup and my aunt texted me, "Are you here yet? I'm waiting outside." No, I had to go to my room to put on an extra layer of clothes because it's cold. She said, okay, I'll be waiting outside. Let me know when you're here. I'm walking, girl. There's no way. I'm taking a taxi. And this lady believes I am taking a taxi. This lady believes I'm taking a taxi, and my Korean is not at that level yet, especially during this time. I like just started the class, okay? I'm throwing on just some mascara. I'm going down the elevator. We're at like the top floor. I finally start my quest out in the streets of Korea by myself, walking to a restaurant. And it's gonna sound very dramatic coming from me. However, that's exactly how it felt. I felt so many emotions all at once. I felt stressed, I felt overwhelmed, I felt very pressed for time because I was supposed to have been there within like 5 minutes. A taxi drive away is like, it's 5 minutes. I'm looking at a map, and on Google Maps, I just zoom out to see where the restaurant is and where I am currently at, with the little blue dot, the little blue circle that represents you. I start walking, and I'm mentally preparing myself. This is the path. I'm literally just crossing the street and going straight. So it's following me going straight in the wrong direction. I simply have to backtrack to just go back to where I started and go the opposite direction. What do I decide to do? Instead, I decide, out of sheer non-embarrassment, trying to not embarrass myself, I cross the street. I am completely disoriented where I am, what part of the street I'm on, where I need to be going. I start walking and two ladies come up to me asking in Korean something. Who knows what it was? Who knows what they were asking me? I was by myself. I had a place to be and a time to be there. Okay, I am breaking a sweat in my 4 layers. This next clip is the only video I have of me on that venture. I wish I recorded it. I think I was just a little bit too stressed about needing to be somewhere and needing to be there like now, like that minute I was supposed to be there. So this is the clip. Fast forward, I basically meet my aunt outside of this restaurant, which took what felt like forever to get there. I walk into the restaurant and it's all my aunts, okay? Like there's about seven aunts at one table and my grandma. I walk in and I look at the table. All the bowls are empty. There are these big bowls sitting in front of each person. Empty. Except for mine. Mine had a full chicken submerged in soup. Chicken soup, if you will. That was my time to shine. The one and only granddaughter. That was my time to shine. Grandniece to some, I believe. Within the Korean culture, it's like eating is like, you like have to eat. That's just what I felt being in Korea. It was my time to shine and I literally scarfed that chicken down like so fast. Every relative sitting at that table was like, so that was fun. Later on that day, we basically did some shopping and we came across Namdaemun Market Food Street. When I tell you the food was so good, I'm gonna take the whole market, bring it here and across the street. That's where I'd put it. So that was pretty much the end of that day. The following day, we basically had to move hotels. You're probably gonna ask me, why did you need to move hotels? We extended our stay while we were in Korea because of what will be coming in episode 5. That is the whole reason we basically extended our trip. On this day, we went from Seoul and we moved all the way to Incheon. We had breakfast in the morning. And we went to our hotel room to basically just pack up all of our stuff and move out. Our new hotel. We check in, everything's awesome. I unpack. I realize I'm missing something. That something is hidden on the bottom shelf of a wooden stand in the closet of our old hotel room. I'm calling and calling and calling and calling the old hotel saying, I left an item in our hotel room. We just left an hour ago. Like, can someone please check for it and we can come by and pick it up? No housekeeping, the person on the phone, no one who checked into the room after us found it. This item, I took it everywhere. I know you're so curious to know what this item is. My friend, it's a Chimmy neck pillow. Chimmy fan. It was a $78 neck pillow that was the softest thing in the world. It had drawstrings to like tighten it. It was it had a like hook so that you could clip it onto things like your backpack for travel, or you could just carry it, which is what I did a lot. It had a hood. It's iconic. Like, I brought it everywhere. What I had to come to terms with, unfortunately, is that I'd be leaving my Chimmy neck pillow in Korea. Aww. Moving on from this tragic story, since we have the entire rest of the day, we decided to visit the Han River.
보이나? 하얀 거. 뭐, 한 개 더 찍힌다니까. 그래, 봐라, 이제.
Yeah, these are nice.
Yeah.
Good job.
네. 아야. 나 이거 어렵어.
우리 집으로 가자. 우리 집으로 가자.
어? 경씨가 가진다면 못 간다면.
Hi friends, so my camera died and this is what we're going to be working with. We were staying in a hotel that was connected to, it's just like a big shopping mall, and my cousin and I went shopping. After we went shopping, we basically were just like, it's too early to like go to bed. You know what I'm saying? And we had gone through the entire mall. We even got ice cream. We ate. Kind of just like agreed to go to a... This was the like 4th night I think I went with my cousins. I always had the best time. I was responsible. I controlled myself. I was good. I was really, really good. You know? Anyways, that's why I don't have any footage. I do have... Sorry, camera issues. Our last day in Korea, basically, we chilled around, we went and ate some good food.
맛있겠는데? 이렇게 훌륭한 집이었어. 산 위에 있으니까.
We met up with my cousin, met him at a cafe. And it was probably the best cafe that I've ever been to. I treated everyone to whatever they wanted. I really want to go back like already. I just miss it, and I'm beyond grateful to have had the opportunity to go to Korea with my grandma. This is kind of like the last episode in a way. We are waiting on episode 5. The most epic day and probably my favorite day of my Korea trip. So stay tuned for that. I'm so excited. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little story time. My water's on the floor, so I hope you enjoyed your snack or whatever you're drinking. And I hope that you visit Korea one day.